What the study showed us overall is that with all these critical shortages going on, that those working in the profession are feeling undervalued, that they're burned out, that they're leaving the profession. A lot of them are actively interviewing for other jobs or looking for other jobs, and that there's a lot of turnover in that field right now. The U.S. is projected to actually face a shortage of almost 700,000 critical healthcare workers by 2037.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marks from Go2Health. I hope you're doing well today. A new Harris Poll survey finds that 5 years after the... Hey everyone, this is Jonathan from Go2Health. Here we are in March, and we don't want to think about it, but tax time is coming up. And I always like to say we need to take care of our financial health as well as our physical and mental health. And that's where Monarch software comes in, the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make our lives easier. Simplify your finances with Monarch. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or your laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this tax season and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code GO2. Your mental health is improved when you can see your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. I'm reviewing all my revenues and expenses from last year in a beautiful clean dashboard, and I'm about to share it with my accountant to prepare my tax return. That's a great load off my mind. Monarch keeps me focused on planning and hitting financial milestones, not just tracking my spending. Monarch gives me a complete picture, budgets, debt payoff timelines, savings goals, net worth, so I can make decisions that actually move the needle. And surprise, Monarch has all these AI tools built in, offering me 24/7 access to a financial coach, insights into my spending, and weekly recaps so I can stay on track. Monarch keeps me focused on planning ahead and hitting real financial milestones. As a Go2Health listener, you can ease your mental stress with Monarch. Achieve your financial goals for good with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes money management simple. Use code GO2 at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off at monarch.com, code GO2. Help take the stress out of your life with Monarch. Peak of the COVID-19 pandemic. The healthcare workforce remains burned out, with many planning their exits. The survey finds 8 in 10 healthcare workers feel that they are taken for granted. Over half admit they're looking for job openings, interview for, or switch to a new role in the next year. This comes as an aging population is putting more strain on the healthcare workforce, and the U.S. is already facing a significant shortage of healthcare workers in many parts of the country, especially in rural America. The research suggests that understaffing and a lack of career advancement opportunities are pushing workers towards the exit, but also points to a potential solution: employer-provided education. 63% of employees say they'd be more likely to stay with their employers if tuition support were provided. To discuss this today, we have Dr. Constance St. Germain. She's the president of Capella University. Capella University's portfolio of programs includes extensive offerings in career-based education for the healthcare industry. A U.S. Army veteran, she served in the Judge Advocate General's Corps. Dr. St. Germain received a Doctor of Education from Benedictine University, a Juris Doctor from the University of Baltimore, and a Bachelor's from George Mason University. Before we get to Dr. Germain, we want to keep bringing you the stories and insights you love. Help us out, please, by leaving a 5-star review or a thumbs up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, or wherever you're listening to us. It helps other dedicated listeners like you discover the show. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Constance St. Germain. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sure, my pleasure. So what did the new Harris Poll survey reveal about how employees and employers are seeing career development and retention in the healthcare space?
Well, we commissioned this study because we know that the healthcare industry is facing critical workforce shortages. And we wanted to better understand what was going on with the patient-facing healthcare employee and employer perspectives. And so what the study showed us overall is that with all these critical shortages going on, that those working in the profession are feeling undervalued, that they're burned out, that they're leaving the profession. A lot of them are actively interviewing for other jobs or looking for other jobs, and that there's a lot of turnover in that field right now.
That's really a huge stressor on the health system because the population is aging and there's going to be a greater need for healthcare workers.
Absolutely. And in fact, if you're looking at the shortage that we're facing looking ahead, the U.S. is projected to actually face a shortage of almost 700,000 critical healthcare workers by 2037. So as the population is aging, it's becoming serious.
How do employers and employees feel about AI's impact on the healthcare workforce?
Well, I don't think AI isn't specific to the healthcare workforce. It's touching everyone.
Yes.
Nowadays. But, technology and AI are transforming the way care is delivered. And while it's offering a lot of promise, it's also creating all new types of skill demands and anxieties as well, right? People are worried about whether or not AI is going to replace some aspects of their jobs. So the survey found that 56% of healthcare workers reported that AI was becoming more and more critical to their job. Yet, many of those didn't feel confident, feel like they're in learning for us in terms of providing education benefits as an employer, as an opportunity for both the employer and the employee to take advantage in upskilling them. So they understand what's going on with AI, that they know how to use AI, and especially when it comes to administrative tasks, being very proficient in that area and utilizing AI so they can spend more time with the patients.
Great. That's insightful answer. And AI is not going to completely replace the human endeavor here. We've got to have humans at the other end of this to really take care of patients. So let me ask you some questions, Doctor, about Capella University and the kinds of programs you have to prepare workers in the healthcare profession. Tell us about that.
Sure. So Capella University, we are an accredited online university. We offer everything from bachelor's all the way up to the program. And we are primarily designed for working adults who juggle a lot of responsibilities, right? A lot of them have families, parental responsibilities, all of those kind of things. So we understand the needs of working adults. In terms of the healthcare field, we offer all types of programs from RN to BSN to nurse practitioner to a doctorate of nurse practitioner, a master's of nursing, public health programs in that area. So we are very connected with the workforce in the healthcare field.
So that's wonderful that you're able to provide all these training courses in preparation for the health profession. But what will motivate people to go into the profession based upon the survey that we've just learned about?
Being in the healthcare profession, it's a growing industry right now, right? It's one that we need people to go into. And one of the things that the survey showed was that the healthcare talent pipeline is leaking fastest among Gen Zs and millennials, which are really critical to the industry's future. And employers in the survey reported that, the early career, younger healthcare workers were among the hardest to retain. And it seems that the reason why that is because Gen Zs and millennials are highly motivated by education and advancement opportunities. And in fact, the survey showed that 61% of Gen Z employees cited education benefits as a reason why they would stay with their current employer, which is huge. So, for a generation that's looking for new opportunities, not just in terms of profession, but also want to grow themselves, education benefits represents a tangible commitment to their future if you're an employer.
So this is a potential solution. Are you making recommendations, or what kinds of experiences or what kinds of relationships do you have with employers to make recommendations for these kinds of solutions?
The focus of the survey was really about identifying where the leak was in the pipeline and what is the possible solution. And having education benefits, if they don't offer them, was one way to do that. Well, what was interesting about the survey was that a lot of employers don't offer education benefits. Mm-hmm. And the ones that do offer education benefits, the survey discovered that their employees either didn't know about it or weren't taking full advantage of them. Right. So there's a real win there. So if you're an employer and you don't offer any type of tuition benefits, you should think about it as a retention tool for your employees. And if you do offer them, you should take a look and say, do my employees really know that I'm offering this? And encourage them to take advantage of it as well. Because employees want to do this and they want to be able to build education into their career while they're working at the same time. So it's a great opportunity for them to upskill and for the employer to get the benefits of upskilling and retain them at the same time.
And what kind of awareness are you able to bring to employers about the offerings of Capella University?
Well, we are open. We're a national institution. We're open to anyone. So if they're interested in learning about it, they can go to capella.edu, and that's spelled CAPELLA.edu. But we have a lot of employer partnerships where their employees come to us and take advantage of those tuition benefits. So anyone interested in them should go to their employer and see what options are available to them. And obviously, I'm biased towards Capella because I think we have an amazing institution. So I hope they consider us, if they're looking to pursue their educational journey.
Good. And did you mention before that there are students you have of all ages and backgrounds?
We have students of all ages and backgrounds. We have all different kinds of programs. We have over 40-degree programs. So whether you're interested in business or you're interested in the social and behavioral sciences like education, counseling, therapy, psychology, then we have the health sciences, right? Obviously, nursing, public health, things like that. We have a wide array of programs, and I encourage anyone interested to come and check the university out.
Good. Dr. St. Germain, what initiated the survey for you? What did you see in the industry that was going on that made you want to do this survey? What
normally initiated is we were trying to figure out why is there a shortage, right? We know that healthcare is continuing to grow. You see it on any news channel, right? There's this big demand. There's an aging population, yet there has a lot of high turnover. And so, we initiated the survey because we were trying to figure out where is that disconnect in there. And while the shortage is due to burnout, and that's not new, especially coming out of, the COVID years, the research did suggest that understaffing and a lack of career advancement opportunities may also be to blame. And so we were thinking, okay, how can we plug that leaky pipeline right now? And so we were really happy to see that employees were saying, through education, I wanted an opportunity to move up. I wanted an opportunity to, advance my career. And I also wanted an opportunity to learn more and make myself better. And so that was a great learning for us.
Good. That was very insightful. My hat's off to you.
Thank you.
So let me ask my usual final question. What question should I have asked that I didn't? Or what kind of message would you like to leave with people?
The message I would love to leave with people is, if you don't know whether or not your employer offers education benefits, go and ask them. Go to your HR business partner. And as I stated earlier, if they do have them, take advantage of them. It's an investment in yourself. And if they don't have it, you should start the discussion about why and see if you can bring that forward. And anyone that's interested in learning more about this survey, there's just some really fascinating information in it, can go to Healthcare Workforce Survey, that's all one word, .com, and see the full report.
Great. Thanks so much for being with us today, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good. We've been talking with Dr. Constance St. Germain. She's the president of Capella University. Capella University's portfolio of programs includes extensive offerings in career-based education for the healthcare industry. And Dr. St. Germain is a U.S. Army veteran. She served in the Judge Advocate General Corps. Again, thank you for being with us, Doctor. It's been a wonderful interview.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed speaking with you, and thank you for having me.
Good. Before we go, just a quick reminder, if you liked what you heard, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify or YouTube or wherever you listen to us. It helps keep this content free and reaching the right people just like you. Thanks so much for being with us today. We'll see you again soon. Remember, this is Jonathan Marks from Go to Health, and as we say at the end of every show, go to health. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marks in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health. Hey everyone, this is Jonathan from Go to Health. Here we are in March, and we don't want to think about it, but tax time is coming up. And I always like to say we need to take care of our financial health as well as our physical and mental health. And that's where Monarch software comes in, the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make our lives easier. Simplify your finances with Monarch. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or your laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this tax season and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code GO2. Your mental health is improved when you can see your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. I'm reviewing all my revenues and expenses from last year in a beautiful clean dashboard, and I'm about to share it with my accountant to prepare my tax return. That's a great load off my mind. Monarch keeps me focused on planning and hitting financial milestones, not just tracking my spending. Monarch gives me a complete picture, budgets, debt payoff timelines, savings goals, net worth, so I can make decisions that actually move the needle. And surprise, Monarch has all these AI tools built in, offering me 24/7 access to a financial coach, insights into my spending, and weekly recaps so I can stay on track. Monarch keeps me focused on planning ahead and hitting real financial milestones. As a Go to Health listener, you can ease your mental stress with Monarch. Achieve your financial goals for good with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes money management simple. Use code GO2 at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off at monarch.com, code GO2. Help take the stress out of your life with Monarch.